Hey guys, welcome to the video. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I buy and sell regular stocks, how I buy and sell penny stocks, which brokers are my favorite, and how I like to use these brokers. So I have a bunch of money with a bunch of different brokers, and personally, I like to spread my money out for a few reasons. The first reason is to avoid the PDT rule. The second reason is because I have different strategies in each portfolio. And the third reason is some of these brokers do not allow you to trade the penny stocks that I like to trade, which are called OTC stocks, otherwise known as over-the-counter stocks. So these are just the super cheap penny stocks usually. These are the super risky ones, the super volatile ones, and the ones that can get crazy gains or crazy losses. So without further ado, I'll go through the brokers that I use and what I use them for and my thoughts on each of these. So first off, let's get into the broker that almost everybody uses. This is Robinhood. So there are a couple problems with Robinhood that I'll be telling you guys about, but there's also amazing things that have to do with Robinhood, and I actually do really like Robinhood, and I'll be telling you guys why. So Robinhood is such an easy platform to use. This is how I got started trading. This is how I learned to trade options. It's just very, very simple. And I do recommend this for beginner traders who are just kind of learning the process of everything, because Robinhood does make it super simple. It's a great layout for the platform. And hey, you get a free stock when joining. Link down below. Anyways, so what I use Robinhood for, this is one of my smaller portfolios, and what I use this for is mostly trading options, because I like looking at the options table and it shows the percentages that they're down and up. A lot of different brokers do not have this. This is the one broker that I use that actually shows the percentages of each of these options and how much they're down. I use that as a guide sometimes to find which contract I'm looking to buy and which strike price I'm looking at. And even if I'm buying options on another platform, I'll look through Robinhood's option table to find the percentages and then make the move in the other portfolio. But Robinhood is a great guide. Looking at these percentages for each strike price, the expiry date, and the ease of this platform is just what I love so much about it. So let's go into some of the cons of Robinhood. First of all, we saw the huge Robinhood crash not long ago. This was in March. Robinhood was down. So many traders lost so much money. This is one of the biggest days that the stock market was down, and people could not log into their Robinhood. They could not move stocks. All they could do was just watch their account go to the ground. So that was very bad. Robinhood lost a ton of users because of this. And what did Robinhood do to pay these people back that lost so much money? Did they pay them their full money back that they lost? Of course not. They gave them 3 months of Robinhood Gold. So this is horrible value actually. That's $45 worth. Robinhood Gold is only $15. So kind of a slight ripoff. So what does Robinhood Gold actually do for you? So Robinhood Gold enables margin for your account, which I do not recommend for especially beginners. Robinhood Gold also allows you to have immediate access to however many funds you deposited. Regular Robinhood without the gold, you can only get access to up to $1,000. So if you deposit $5,000, you only get to trade with $1,000 until the rest of the funds deposit. So that's one good thing with Robinhood Gold, but they also advertise on Robinhood Gold that they give more stock evaluations, more ways to research, but in my opinion, that is kind of a ripoff if you're using it for the informational purposes, because you can find this anywhere online. TD Ameritrade actually has amazing resources, and Robinhood is just kind of the worst at the informational and research side of things. So the thing that turns me off most about Robinhood is the fact when they fill your orders, it's never beneficial to you. They never fill your order at the cheapest price possible. So for example, if a stock is trading for $5.40 and you put a market price, Robinhood may execute at $5.41, and then they get to keep that 1 cent per share. Now this may not sound like a lot, but it adds up. If you're buying thousands of shares at once, this could affect $10, $20, $30 per trade. This is one of the ways that Robinhood makes a ton of money. Robinhood also does this with options sometimes, and they trade with 5-cent increments per 100 shares. So this is $5 that you're losing per option contract if Robinhood does this. So for this reason, I do not recommend any experienced trader to use Robinhood, any trader with a ton of money to use Robinhood. I do recommend beginners, because with a low amount of money and the ease of learning, personally Robinhood made me learn the process of everything, especially options. I self-taught myself options using the Robinhood platform. It was not hard at all, just because of how self-explanatory things are. One more negative with Robinhood is you cannot trade these OTC stocks. So a bunch of these penny stocks that I talk about sometimes in my videos. So for example, Kronos, Tomy, you cannot trade these on Robinhood because Robinhood does not support OTC stocks. So overall, I do like Robinhood as a broker for some uses. Obviously, for some other uses, it is not good. So next up, let's go to a broker that I actually love and I've had no problems with whatsoever. This is Webull. I now prefer Webull so much more than Robinhood. So let's talk about some positives of Webull. First of all, you can trade 4.5 hours before the market opens. It has the best pre-market hours of any broker that I've seen. So you get that huge benefit of trading 4.5 hours pre-market and 4 hours after market. So that is huge. If you're researching, you find a big play for the next day, you can finally buy in and then ride the hype up the next day. Or find these plays pre-market, buy in, and then ride the hype up throughout the day. So you can benefit greatly off these pre-market and post-market hours of Webull. Webull also incorporates message boards, so you can talk with other investors about a specific stock, kind of like the Yahoo Finance message boards, as some of you guys are aware of. And I really do like this feature. Just looking through these, you can kind of see the social trends of where the stock is going, and if the investing community is bullish or bearish on a stock. It's pretty easy to see. Webull also has amazing research, amazing charts you can use, and I'm a big fan of this platform. Now I do not have a ton of my funds in Webull's platform, just because I like one more platform a lot more than that, and I'll get to it in a second. But Webull is definitely my second favorite broker to use. And maybe the best thing about Webull is the 2 free stocks that you get when joining. So one of these stocks is valued from $12 to $1,400, which is huge. You pretty much start out with $20 free at the least. So even if you join Webull, you're not really a fan of the platform, you decide you want to move that money to a different broker or you want to take it out, hey, you can take that $20 out, the free $20 that you just got for signing up, and hey, order a pizza. Go enjoy your Friday night. Can't go wrong with that. Also, the link is down below for those 2 free stocks on Webull. I would greatly appreciate it. It does help support the channel and keep it going. Alright, so let's get to my favorite broker. This broker is TD Ameritrade. So TD Ameritrade pretty much has 2 different platforms. The first one is the regular TD Ameritrade, and the second one is Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is what I use for my charts. So using Thinkorswim, this is how I do my technical analysis. I look through the charts, I look through support and resistance, and I use my favorite indicators on here, which are the MACD and the RSI indicators. You can also look at the volume and when the volume picks up. It's a great platform to show you that. You also get to set alerts whenever volume picks up, whenever stocks get to a certain point. Thinkorswim is an amazing platform for that. You can get alerts to buy in the stock and then sell out at a certain price whenever you have a trade that you planned out. And Thinkorswim is great to look at patterns. You can zoom out. You can pretty much do whatever you want on Thinkorswim. You can pretty much do anything you want as a technical trader on Thinkorswim. So that's why I love Thinkorswim. But I do most of my buying and selling on TD Ameritrade's regular platform. So usually I'll do charts on my laptop with Thinkorswim, and then I'll be trading stocks on my phone in my hand. I find it very easy to use TD Ameritrade's platform to buy and sell stuff really quickly. Also, probably the number one thing is just the execution. This executes super fast. It's not like Robinhood where they screw you over for those few cents and they get to keep that. TD Ameritrade does not care about taking those pennies from you. And if you're an experienced trader, TD Ameritrade also has great margin benefits. And the research on TD Ameritrade, you just can't beat it with any other broker. It has lessons. You can look through, especially if you're a beginner investor, just look through everything and it shows you pretty much everything. You can search things at the top. You can look at analyst estimates. You can look at the buy ratings. You can look at the analyst estimates. You can look at the buy ratings. And while I don't take into account the buy ratings and analyst estimates, sometimes this can be a catalyst for people getting excited if there's a great buy rating out. So that's what I use those for, and I'll take a peek at those sometimes to use as a potential catalyst coming up. TD Ameritrade also supports OTC stocks, which is huge, especially if you're a penny stock trader. So a lot of people are asking me, where can I buy Kronos, ticker symbol KNOS? This is the platform where I always trade Kronos, and this is where I'm holding all of my Kronos shares because it does support OTC stocks, and just because it executes so well and it's such a liquid platform, I feel 100% safe with my money in TD Ameritrade compared to Robinhood, where I don't know if the money is going to execute or not at a certain price. It's just kind of risky, and putting in limit orders is just tough on Robinhood. TD Ameritrade pretty much prefers you to do limit orders, which I prefer to do. It just helps you not get screwed over by putting a market order and then getting executed at the wrong price. It's just not a good thing to do sometimes, so I do recommend you do limit orders, and TD Ameritrade executes perfect. So for those reasons, TD Ameritrade is my number one broker. This is where I have my huge accounts in. I actually have 3 different accounts in TD Ameritrade just because I enjoy the platform so much and it's so easy to use. So let's talk about something really quick. If you're a beginner trader, which broker should you use? Should you go for the simplicity of Robinhood? Should you go for those free stocks on Webull? Or should you go for TD Ameritrade, the best platform available? In my personal opinion, I would recommend you open an account in each broker. So why this? Why would you spread your money out like that? You don't have to put a bunch of money in each one. Have one in your big account, and then have 2, try them out, see if you prefer that one even more, and then you can move your funds over there. It's just a personal preference, which broker you're gonna like more. There's a lot of people who love Webull. Most people actually love Robinhood the most. And then some, like TD Ameritrade, like myself, it's by far my favorite. So try out each of these platforms, research on Ameritrade, look at charts on Ameritrade, see if you're a technical trader at all, and if so, TD Ameritrade is the place to go. Just see if you like the simplicity of Robinhood. Use Robinhood for the options chain, especially if you're a beginner. It really helps looking at those percentages. And use Webull to get those free stocks. I've been hearing a lot of people moving over from Robinhood to Webull just because it is a higher level platform. So that's what I would recommend to all beginner investors and beginner traders. So those are the 3 platforms that I personally use. I've heard very good things about Schwab, who does support OTC stocks as well, and Fidelity also supports OTC stocks. The thing with Schwab, if you're trading a penny stock, it does not tell you the exact price, it rounds up to the nearest penny. So in that case, I do not recommend trading penny stocks on Schwab. A lot of long-term investors like Fidelity, I've heard. Financial Education uses Fidelity, and a lot of people follow him. Personally, I prefer Ameritrade, but they are pretty similar platforms. So let's talk about if you're foreign. Which broker should you use? Now personally, I've never used one of these foreign brokers, but I've heard great things about Interactive Brokers. I've heard really good things about their customer service, so I would check that one out if you don't have access to these US ones. Also, Trading 212, I've heard very good things about. I've heard very few complaints. The only complaints that I hear with Trading 212 is the fact that you cannot trade OTC stocks. So if you don't have access to any of these platforms, what I recommend, you go to Google, just look up, where can I trade stocks in blank, wherever you're located at. Every location has a broker, you just gotta find it. Sometimes it's tougher to find if trading is not very popular where you're located at. So yeah guys, I just want to put this video out here. I get a ton of questions about where to trade OTC stocks, which brokers I personally use, and which broker is personally my favorite. So I hope this answered a lot of your questions. If you're interested in joining the private stock group, the link is down below. If you want $5 on Acorn investing, or the 2 free stocks on Webull, or the free stock on Robinhood, the link is down below for those as well. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Let's get rich.